Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Um, Reminder, this is not financial advice, but I thought I'd just do a quick one. So 4 hour chart, Bitcoin, new 4 hour candles printed. That last 4 hour candle took out our target to the tick, exactly where we said it was going to go. That's the yellow line I put there before. So expect a pullback now. So it's got its liquidity and it's should come back in. Daily opens about here. Whether we're going to come back and get these vectors or not, I don't know. But higher highs and higher lows. We've made the higher high, and we're going to put in a higher low now. So it could come back as far as this. This level hasn't been tested. That one has. That one hasn't. Oh, that one has. So I don't think we'll draw down that far. If we are going to continue up, I think we might retest this level. So 79,320. We may not even get back there. I'm still positioned long, so I'm still bull. Oops, go to 1 hour. I'm still bull. I'll leave those targets there just so you can see what's going on. I'll put a lock on them. Oh, they're already locked. Oh, good. I'm too smart for my own good. Rightio. So 1 hour, this is where we'll see a little bit more of the precision than the 4 hour. So yes, let's start back here. Still higher highs and higher lows. Massive bull, still long. So we've broken structure to the upside, created a supply, come back in with all the war news or whatever, took the liquidity. That's all it was, just a liquidity grab. They used the news to complete their tasks and straight away bought back up again with no news. Hit supply, liquidity grab above, see what's up there. Pulls back inside, trap some shorts, hit the MA, get some longs in from retail, pop through, break the structure, hit the target, turn around. So it's pretty simple. That's exactly how it happens. So what we've got now is 2 1 hour vectors. Yes, we have vectors all the way down now. Yes, it's possible we can turn around and dump, and that was all that they wanted to get. But the CME gap, that was the top of the CME gap. So we're still in the CME gap. And there was a little one we looked at earlier. That could be a target for now. You can have a look. The previous video. No, I can have a look here. So let's get exact. And I just don't like wasting people's time. So we already did it today. I can't see it. There it is. There. 78,340. Radio. Let's have a look. 78,340. 70. Just 79,340. Oh, 78,340. That's way down here. Holy. Wow. CME didn't close its own gap, but we did. That's why it's hard to find. Anyway, 15-minute. Like I said, we've hit there. We've created supply. For next thing, we need to find demand. So we find demand. Whether it retests that level, drops back down here, creates another demand in the middle, and we start to compress inside the range, or we come down to this demand. There's no vector. Oh, yeah, that little vector there has been left alone. We're going to come down, pop it, and drop further. Come down, get it, bounce back above the MAs. Or we're just going to retest this level. I really hope we're just retesting this level. Because I don't want to go down any further. I think we've got a really good chance of continuation up here, because looking at the NASDAQ, I was long today. I got in here, so structurally, you can see here, this retest, this candle here, retested that breaker structure. Off we go. created demand and boost. Is it going to double top tonight and turn around, or are we going to see new highs up here in the 28s? So I think we'll get up into 28.80, I think was my estimate. I'm considering taking a long there. I'm in a gold long at the moment, again, structurally. I entered here earlier and took profit here. I don't know why. So I got back in. Yeah, I got back in. My stop loss is still set structurally. Unfortunately, I don't like that bigger stop loss. But anyway, we're in. All right. Yeah, I think the Nasdaq's going to pop up, which will help Bitcoin. If you compare Bitcoin with the Nasdaq right now, they're two different animals. But yeah, they got the same overall down, up, flag, pop, bounce. It's all exactly the same. But just up here, something's different. So if you look, you see that tiny little funny looking backwards flag on there. Now Bitcoin, if you go to Bitcoin on that, we're kind of getting a rolling over action. So again, let's retest this area here. What we've done is we've broken structure to the upside with the vector. We've come back with a vector, and the next candle's cleaned it out and pushed off. So let's get a retest here. If you're looking for a long, that would be a good place to start. You could try that one there with a stop loss underneath that wick from the reclaim of the vector. And you could put it, your TP. Well, you could put TP on there, but yeah, I don't like the RR. Psychologically at 81.9, I guess. But otherwise, top of the CME gap, you could try and let it run and move it all the way up to here. That's what I was trying to get at. So 16-1, that's pretty good if we get a retest here, a valid retest. So let's see. We formed demand first, then we formed a supply, so that's pressure downwards. We'll see if buyers can step in at this level here or whether we're coming back to here. Anyway, control your risk. What I'll do is also do an Ethereum, have a quick look at Ethereum, start high time frame, move the drawing. Actually, no, I'll leave that drawing there. What we're going to do is go start at the 1 hour. So we're in an uptrend from high highs, high lows, war liquidity hunts, and this hour, this is where we should have been entering. I've got some entries a bit lower, but I think I took another one here in another account because that's the retest of that breaker structure on the 1 hour chart. See it come down, retested, poof, straight off. Off we go. We run out of buyers. Now the sellers step in, and you can see where on the 15-minute. We go to the 15, and that vector candle there dumped in, created demand. So that's where the sellers run out of oomph. A little bit of a push up, not too much. And the bears haven't reclaimed a breaker or anything there. That's the breaker candle. It hasn't been reclaimed, so unless they dump through this demand, the bulls still own the chart on the 15-minute. So I'd like to think we'll get the retest with Bitcoin, a liquidity grab here, and I'm suggesting the wick will come down to here. Just suggesting down to there. And hopefully it closes back up inside the range and we can look for a long then. But not until that demand reappears, candle close and push off. Okay. So we've made a lower high here though, in saying that. It's a higher high in this little sequence. But it's a lower high overall. 4 hour. What it's actually achieved with this push up is it's taken out this vector candle. So if it's the end of the road, it's the end of the road, I'm sorry. But at the moment, we're still in an uptrend from being in a downtrend, making lower highs. But now we've broken that and we've broken structure to the upside, created an uptrend. We haven't retested the 4 hour, but the 1 hour has been retested. So hopefully that's enough and it doesn't come all the way back down here. Vectors have been reclaimed. There's no vectors in this lead. But in saying that, there's no vectors in this leg either. Have a look at the 1 hour for the vectors above, if there's anything. Got that one. Yeah, there's no vectors there. You'd have to go back a long way to see an immediate target. So that means if we do go up, it might really go up. But yeah, this lower high is not exciting me much. We'll see what happens. See how it plays out, eh? I did take an injective long earlier. Where's that? I did take an injective long earlier, and that's playing out right. But it's on shaky ground, I must say. So I've taken this candle here. So we've got a liquidity grab there, the vector. That candle took out the vector. So now we've got a real liquidity grab, push back up in. Hasn't retested this demand perfectly, but the reaction it got here, I was happy with that. And then you can see a couple of candles later, the volume come in with the vector. So now we've come down, got liquidity, pop back up above this breaker structure. Really like to see a retest from above before we sort of get an add-on to that. Or if you wanted to take a long on that ad, it would look something like this. So it's at the same buy price now, but you haven't got your retest. So it'd be under that wick there just to be safe. You could go really tight stop and move it up here just under the breaker structure. If it's a retest, that's valid. But you can see that wick come through, cleaned out that candle, so I'm still expecting it to come down. As far as injective goes, there's wicks here. Wicks here. There's vectors here. There's vectors here. So that yellow line is my immediate target. So it would be we'll go back with the original stop loss I said. If you miss it, it's not your trade. Don't worry about it. If you enter now, that's 5 to 7. Sorry, 5 to 1. But I don't recommend entering now. I'd wait and see, mate, till we get a full valid retest. There's plenty around like that at the moment. So let's look at the bullshit meter. The bullshit meter is continuously still printing higher highs and higher lows in this little leg. So it's behaving in line with Bitcoin. Just did lose that top little MA. It hasn't done a complete perfect retest of this yet either. That was a good buy up, but no volume. So it pushed away from price. Is that trying to trap longs? Yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, I'm still chilling in Zoom. If anyone wants to jump in and join, be in for the next couple of hours, I think. Trade to London. I want to try and get out of my trades as much as I can before New York open tonight. Go to bed and get up for mid-session USA. That's my plan. Whether it plays out or not, ask the candles. Oh, let's go back quickly, have a look at Bitcoin. So like I said, we hit the target perfectly. I would really like to see a retest here. And if we get a retest here and a bounce, you can pretty much, I think you'll be able to ride that trade for a while. So just take a small TP at this supply, just like a 10% or something, just so you're bagging a few dollars. You need to keep adding green numbers to your account, no matter what size they are. All right. We can talk about that more in Zoom if you've got any questions about just taking some small TP. Happy to help out. All right, guys, I'm going to cut it off there. Don't think I've got much else anyway. See you in Zoom. Yeah, cool. Have a good one.